Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. How we all doing this morning? What's up to those people on X? We got 7 on X right now. So I'm not sure if any of you guys are using Project X for trading, but looking like we got like some sort of major outage right now with Project X. So
Music licensing
yeah.
reimagined.
Hey Trevor, good morning. How you doing? Project X is like down. Yeah, I can't even log into my Project X at all.
Artlist.io.
Nice. I did take a trade last night. I was out late. I was playing pickleball till 10 p.m. in Richmond, so I didn't get home until almost 12:40 or so, and then 12:30, and then I didn't get to bed till after 1. So a little tired, but all good. So I did take a trade in this area here, went long, ended up covering. Luckily I did when I did, because we sold off pretty hard after that, so worked out in the end. All right. Feel a little weird though trading on
Artlist
Trade8. It just feels weird when I'm used to having Project X open. So let's go over to the NQ here. How are we looking overall? When did we engage midnight open here? This was 450. Okay. Technically, the midnight open mechanical model is a possibility. What is this? 530. I think we're gonna want to watch an MES though. We'll go to the 5 on the MES here. So we're sitting right on a naked point of control from, what is this, Thursday. So we never engaged the point of control on Thursday, so that was kind of our draw since the overnight session.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Where's our Project X again here?
Music licensing reimagined.
What the heck did I do? Did I close it? Yes, seems currently found on Project X. Yeah, weird. I wasn't even able to log in.
Artlist.io.
So let's see here. Oh, looks like I'm in.
Artlist.io.
Got 1 minute open till the opening bell here, guys. Let's just get some other music going here. Actually, there we go. All right, here, where's it? MES. It says no data for me on MES. Anyways, I'm not going to look at that right now. Let's just stay focused with our TPT accounts here.
Music licensing reimagined.
All right, there we go. We got the opening bell. Bouncing up here really quick. Make sure we're on the ES here on the book. Looks like we got a bunch of orders above. Ripping currently out of the gate here. So we're looking for our first bullish fair value gap to get inverted. It's looking like we got our first fair value gap at 67.2850.
Music licensing reimagined.
$728.50. basically right here. Super bullish out of the gate here, guys. We did climb pretty hard yesterday. Let me just take a quick look at our news here, make sure what we got going on. No red folder stuff today, it looks like. October 20, right? Yeah. We do have a Trump greets Australia Prime Minister. Never know, he might say something stupid.
Music licensing reimagined.
Everybody's ripping higher.
Artlist.io.
Geez, guys, are we just gonna go higher? Like, that's it? Jose, good morning, sir. How are you? Morning, morning.
Music licensing reimagined.
So 67.50. There's only 5 points.
Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Going back a little bit here from this high.
Music licensing reimagined.
Huge bullish fair value gap just printed. Let's see how much of a pullback we get on this candle here.
Artlist.io.
Let me get our VWAP going on our trading view here before I forget. Yellow.
Artlist.io.
What's our targets though, guys? There's not really much above except for 67.50, which is like a few points away. And then, you know, there's not a whole lot above like that's really popping out. 67.55 maybe. We're about to take the 50s right now. 55 looks like it's brightening up a little bit here. But 67.50 is a pretty key level, I would say, psychological level. Looks like we ate all those orders though. We had 210 there, and now there's only 62.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Artlist.io.
So if we can get a closure below, what do we got here? Let's mark this new fair value gap here, guys. So another rectangle right here. So if we can get this fair value gap to invert, that would be our short entry. Midnight open. Let me just mark midnight open here on the chart just so we can 67.23.50. 67.23.25.
Music licensing reimagined.
Sitting flat here, guys. Trying to be patient. Wait for those that at least the first 15 minutes to settle out here. Would have been nice for anyone who did get into a long there. As his price just ripped.
Artlist.io.
$67.55 got thicker. 60 came on the book. 62.
Music licensing reimagined.
Wonder if we're gonna have one of those all-day up days here, guys. $6,800 here up above.
Artlist.io.
So it was right around midnight actually that Project X ended up crashing, and I was actually in a trade, a short trade. So I think that I got stopped out on sort of like the pop. It was like right around this area here. where I was short. I think it was something like this, 67.35. So I don't know if it ended up taking me out and then went into profit, and then now it took me out over here. It would have definitely taken me out somewhere around the high of this candle. I had my stop just set up there, so I'm gonna have to put in a ticket for that and see if they can't reverse that if it is a loss there. Excuse me. In a bit of a pullback here, guys. So I guess we're waiting for that first inversion of the fair value gap. This is a pretty huge fair value gap, though. So we're gonna have to get like a nice, like 8-point move or something down to invert this. 43 down to 36, 7 points. Currently bounced off that fair value gap, 43.75 up to 48, 5 points. Just gonna grab some water here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Oh, guys, there we go, popping up here. 642.
Artlist.io. Artlist.io.
Hopefully you guys have something to trade this morning. Because if you're only at Project X platform, probably just sitting flat here. I wouldn't trust it though. You would hate to get into a trade and then it not work, and then get messed up over that, and then you got to open a ticket and try to get them to, like, you know, pull it back. So yeah, careful, Trevor.
Artlist.io.
Just hanging out and watching for the day. Ah, nice. Sweet. Yes. Be careful. Until it's been running for an extended period of time, don't get yourself into a trade and then get locked out and then have to just waste all your time opening a ticket trying to get stuff fixed. I mean, I'm sure they'll fix it for you, but it's just a pain in the butt. Maybe not worth it, right? Not worth the stress. Tomorrow's another day. So we broke the high there and then ended up rejecting. We're pulling back now.
Artlist.io.
All right, so we're at 645 here. Let's just go to the 1 minute candle and make sure.
Music licensing reimagined.
See where our closing candle is. This a 45 candle? Yeah. So as soon as this candle closes here, we'll know our range. go. I'm gonna do it a little bit different today because I'm not on my regular, platform. So we'll just do that for now to kind of give us an idea of our. We'll just drop it right there. Go back to the 5 here. Looking pretty strong here, guys. Oh yeah.
Music licensing reimagined.
So we have basically matching orders above and below ES right now, guys. Below we got 67.42, 67.40, 67.37, and above we got looking like 52, 55, 60, and 63 area.
Artlist.io. Artlist.io.
Pushing out the high here, guys. Trying to take those orders at 67.53 and 53.75 there. Looking pretty bullish. I'll just scrounge YouTube for duck races. Oh, good idea. Yeah, you might get a look around for like PPT giveaways or some other platform. Maybe you can get a freebie and just get right in there. That'd be funny. So it sounds like Randy in Mexico is having trouble with the internet. Somebody in the building got their internet changed, and then now he's struggling to get proper signal.
Artlist.io.
I feel like there's not lots of room currently if we were to go long here. That being said, we might end up just climbing all afternoon. Could be one of those days, a no news climber day.
Artlist.io.
But kind of would like to see if we actually, hold the high up here, sort of, right? AWS is having problems right now. Yeah, totally is right now.
Music licensing reimagined.
Look at this bounce, guys. 46 up to 54. And Robinhood is having problems also. Yeah, anyone who used AWS is pretty screwed right now, right? So that means TradeZealous probably has problems too right now then, because I'm pretty sure they're using AWS.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Is PJX down? Refreshing and it doesn't load up. Yes, it is, Jose. Don't take any trades on Project X right now. Amazon Web Services got like hacked or something yesterday around midnight West Coast time, and it hasn't. They've been getting it up, but it hasn't been reliable. So even if you do get logged in, I wouldn't be taking any trades right now because you would hate to get locked out of it, and then if you do get locked out of it, you know, you're gonna have to open a ticket if you're in the middle of a trade, try to get it fixed. So it'd be just a pain in the ass. If you have any other platforms, like that's why I'm on Tradeovate, because I got Take Profit Trader. These are my funded Take Profit Trader accounts. I did take a quick scalp last night, up 150 bucks in both of these copy traded accounts here. So I'm looks like I got about 600 in these accounts. My first target on these guys is to get them to 2,100. Then we can get rid of that intraday drawdown. And then after that, we can start being a little more relaxed on the trade. So yeah, Jose, that's a good idea too. Like if if you don't have any other platforms, it's like you might as well just call it a day, or just hang out and talk stocks. You're pretty good at staying patient anyways, so.
Artlist.io.
But I noticed like last week you were on fire with lots of winning trades and a little more active, I think, than from what I usually hear about you in the past anyways, from like Randy's stream. It's like, oh, Jose, you flat again?
Artlist.io.
I'm having such a brain fart. NCFWMM. I know you told me your name before, but I can't seem to remember it right now. So tell me one more time and I won't forget.
Music licensing reimagined.
My apologies, my friend. Total brain fart right now.
Artlist.io.
So far, New York VWAP is like the wall. Manny, okay, sorry, bro.
Music licensing.
Now that you told me twice, I won't forget. Manny. One of my good friends actually from high school is named Manny. So yeah, I take trades, but when Randy and Christine started streaming, I didn't announce my first trade until it was like a month watching them stream. Oh, okay. Nice. Just keeping the privacy, keeping it a little private at first.
Artlist.io.
All right, guys. So we're breaking back into the range right now. Let's see what happens when the price gets back to 67.47.25, which is our New York VWAP here. Can I add VWAPs on this one? On this? Where's the volume based? There we go. No VWAP.
Music licensing
Or
reimagined.
I guess it's just the one that's already on there. Nice strong pullback here. We're heading back to that fair value gap, guys. So let's see if we get an inversion on this fair value gap. We'll be taking that short. targeting the probably 10 or 12 points. 10 points on ES. So what is this here? 36, 32. 32. We have a almost a 20-point range today. It's too bad this fair value gap is so huge. There's not a whole lot of room between that and then another bullish fair value gap. So it's kind of maybe not the best trade to be taken. There's just the potential roadblocks in between there's too many, right? First off, we're gonna if we do get a closure below this fair value gap, we got opening range low, right, which is a potential roadblock. Then right below that we have this bullish fair value gap from pre-market on the way down to midnight open down there. So too many things in the way here. So we could potentially look to take a long on this pullback in that fair value gap.
Music licensing reimagined.
I'm gonna want to see some sort of reaction here though first. Let's keep an eye here. Currently pulling below the New York VWAP now on MES. What does my banner say here? Oh, it's actually there's a mistake on top one futures. It's actually 55% off right now. Not bad. Good time to buy a top one futures account if you need an account. Although you won't be able to trade it today with the market, the web services being down. But 55% off is a good deal, and I think it only lasts till the end of this week, if I'm not mistaken. YM pulled back pretty hard here. It's inverting that fair value gap right now almost. There's just so many fair value gaps below that it's pretty scary actually to be taking a short right now. I really don't think it's a good idea today. So let's just forget the whole inversion fair value gap for now. Let's just be patient here. Looking to enter potentially long. Keeping an eye on New York VWAP. Let's take a look at the Mag 7 here, guys. Mag 7 super bullish, guys. Just straight up for 5-minute candles now. Finding our first little pullback currently. 18 seconds would print the first red candle on that. So maybe NQ is actually the one that we should be watching right now. It's a little more bullish. But I'm not really loving. We do have a naked point of control up at 25,317. Take a look at the book here real quick. 25,317. Nothing really substantial up there at the naked point of control. We just have these orders up at 250. So it's about 20 points higher right now. ES did hold the New York VWAP there on the 5-minute candle, and we're kind of bouncing here.
Artlist.io.
No news Monday. Finding support on the New York VWAP here. The only thing is we're flirting with open range high here. Could be, you know, could be our rejection point. Try to be patient here, guys. Let's see what happens. NQ is looking a little more bullish because of the Mag 7.
Music licensing reimagined.
YM kind of pulled back a little harder than the other guys. Did not invert that fair value gap though and turn bullish from that. So 72 to 613. So 28, 38, 40, a couple like 40-point bounce out of that fair value gap. But then it rejected off the New York VWAP. So I don't know. We're kind of looking a little bit like we can start getting heavy here. So I'm a little reluctant. We long? No, I'm flat right now. You're flat for the day. Yes, not a bad idea. I don't know if you're trading with Project X or any of the brokerages or futures trading platforms that use Project X, but it's not working right now. Kind of looking a little heavy though, currently. NQ's got printing its first couple red candles. I'm on Forex account trading NASDAQ and SPY. My trading view is fine. I just don't like the market. Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, if you not liking what you're seeing, definitely flat is a good position. I can agree with that 100%. I think I'm gonna grab some coffee here. Hey, Dad. Good morning.
Music licensing reimagined.
So guys, I got some bad news. So yesterday, I played a hockey game from 3:15 to 5:15, and then after that, I had some time to burn because I had a pickleball at 8 p.m. So I went to a coffee shop and I sat down. I brought my laptop. I set up my laptop and I looked to take some trades. I took a trade in my top one futures 150k funded accounts that are copy traded, 2 of them, and I took a trade, and I don't know, but recently I've turned off my profit and loss and everything, and I'm just trading like the points on your like indicator as to showing you like what you're trading, right? So I didn't have any of that stuff showing, and I took a short, and the price started going with me, so I added to it. It ended up bouncing a little bit, and I added one more contract right around my entry price, and then unfortunately the price started going against me, so I was like, but it was still within my trade plan. I wasn't really worried, and then all of a sudden my screen flashed that I was locked out, and I'm like, what the hell, what's going on here, right? I was on NQ and not MNQ. So when I got into those 3 contracts and that little bounce, and I couldn't see it because my all my numbers were shut off on the screen, that it was actually hit my max daily loss limit. So in about 8 minutes or so, I took a trade, and within 8 minutes I was knocked out of that trade and locked out of my accounts. So down $1,000 in my 2 funded accounts. So, what a horrible way. So I turned back. I went back and I turned back on all my profit and loss, and open profit and loss and daily loss limit like amounts that it can, so I can see it on the top of the banner. Because yeah, I was just trading my trade. I thought everything was totally fine. I thought I was trading minis, not micros, not minis. And yeah, once I got into three contracts and it went against me a little bit, yeah, the $1,000 stop loss got hit really fast. So that's my Sunday story. Not a good way to start the week. Did some damage to my funded accounts. So, and I can't even trade them today, which is, I mean, we can't trade Project X anyways today. So it's pretty unfortunate, but have to have a goldfish memory on that one and forget it and just try to move forward. And get in the habit of double checking my contract name. That's why before, when I switched over to NQ there, I was like, oh, gotta make sure you double check that I'm on the micros.
Artlist.io.
So that really sucks. So set my 150K funded accounts back nicely. $1,000. Those ones are getting pretty close to their max drawdown now after this stupid mistake. I had worked them back to about 2,000 drawdown, so now they're going to be only 1,000 drawdown. So you're going to have to take, you know, back to the base hits and plug away on those. But yeah, that's my unfortunate story from Sunday. Really, I should have just not traded at all. And it was on my laptop, and the reason NQ is showing and not MNQ was I was looking at something in camping right when I finished camping, so I guess I never switched it back to MNQ and I just didn't notice. So horrible. That was probably a week's worth of wins that I lost in a mistake. The buyers. Hey guys, buyers are here. They're buying. NQ is looking good now, pulling out the top of that range. Kind of thinking about taking along here. I would like to see a little bit more of a pullback though at some point. Maybe a pullback to opening range high in one of these next couple candles. If we can find some support there, then I'll think about taking it, because I still feel like we're sort of in that first break of the range timeline. Even though we did break the range and then we fell back into it, right? I'm still kind of thinking like we haven't really moved away enough to say that we're not just going to pull back into the range again here. If this is going to be a runner all day, then, you know, we're going to have room to go higher. Let's go look at the 4-hour chart here and see where we're at compared to sort of all-time high stuff. So maybe this is going to be our high here. Right up to, maybe we're going to head to 6,800 today, guys. Where's 6,800 on the book? We do have 156 orders on the book up at 6,800. So we got 67.60 above. We got 67.63 and 65. So we got a good 10-point move from this point here with the orders above. I just would like to get in on a pullback rather than, you know, rather than the initial push here, this push that we're making. 5 here.
Artlist.io. Artlist.io.
So any of you Canadians out there, if you do use a Newton to buy crypto, there's a little game that you can kind of play. It's called Newt Loot, and you basically win free Bitcoin by just keeping a little guy active here. So he's just a little guy. He just walks ahead and he just hits a little mining node and collects little coins. And that's not really the part of the app that's, you know, the best part, but just, you know, once you do that for a certain length of time, you get to collect some rewards. So if anyone is using Newton, play Newt Loot, because yeah, you can get some free Bitcoin.
Music licensing reimagined.
So I'm currently it's on an 8-hour timeline right now. So every 8 hours I need to refresh it and make sure that he's still working away so I can keep collecting coins. And then if you have a, like they call it a clan inside there, and then you can add some of your friends or whatever to a clan, you get a little more bonus loot from that.
Artlist.
So I have a clan with 4 people in it.
Artlist.io.
So Austin's long. He's in with 25 micros. Minis, sorry. Micros, sorry. And he's up like $1,000 right now.
Reimagined.
So he's trading a take profit trader evaluation account. You can kind of full port those ones. They don't have intraday drawdown, and they have just end of day drawdown. So you can go heavier on those ones. Currently, like once you get to the pro though, you got to be careful because they got that intraday drawdown. So if you go heavy and it ends up pulling back on you and you're up $1,000, like you're gonna lose $1,000 off of your drawdown. So that's why I'm being super conservative on this account right now. I just want to get it above the 2100 level. I can get that above 2100, and then yeah, once we get up there, get above that, then it can start working a little bit on the buffer, you know, because I think you can take a $1,500 payout on the first payout. So 2130, I got to try to get it to 3600 is sort of my potential goal. And then a little bit of buffer would be nice. I wouldn't take it all out. I'd probably leave a little bit more in there, just so that there's a little more buffer room. So, but basically, once you get to 2100, then you can once you get below 50K, you're gonna, or 50,100, I think is the cutoff. That's when you'll lose the account if you give back that much. So just saying hi to the viewers here. We got 22 plus 8, 30 in X. We got 5 in my YouTube and 1 in Twitch. Is Newton a crypto wallet you can transfer cash directly into and buy crypto similar to Kraken and Phantom? Yes, exactly. It's just an exchange, right? It's a pretty well-known, long-standing exchange, and they do accept Canadian dollars, everything. And yeah, if you need a link for Newton, if you're thinking about getting it, I can send you a link, and then I can get a $25 referral bonus. But either way, let me know if you do end up getting it, because then we can add you to our clan, and then you can you know, just get those little bonus sats, little bonus satoshis sent to your account. Right now, it's only, you're getting like 100 sats, which is basically like not even anything. But I figure, if you can collect 100 sats a day throughout each of these, this is our third season giving away Bitcoin. So if you just keep collecting it, then, when Bitcoin gets to $1 million per coin, those 100 sats are going to be worth something. But yeah, this is the third time that they've done that, and all you do is just like add energy to it, and then he just keeps working for 8 hours, and then after you do 8 hours of 7 days, I don't think so. I can't really tell you what other platforms charge, but let me take a look here. What
Artlist.io.
On the last time I bought Bitcoin, let's see if I can see the fees here.
Music licensing reimagined.
I have too many rewards here. Bought BTC, 49. The trading fee was $2.76 on my last. I bought $250 Canadian of Bitcoin, and including the trade fee of $2.76. So that looks like around, what is that, like 11%?
Music licensing.
Maybe 11 or 12%. So not sure if that's good or bad versus the other guys. I just I like the platform. It has like pretty good indicators on your, if you go into your account, it shows your, the graph of what you've done, how much you've made on your position.
Artlist.io.
They have staking, and they have so I got a $25 referral. I think I got my mom. She likes crypto. She's usually using CoinSquare. Oh, yeah, so Kraken's a little bit higher then, I guess, hey? Yeah, my mom used to use CoinSquare, and then I got her into that, and then she used my referral code, and then I ended up buying Cardano with it. I spent 25 Canadian on Cardano because that's the bonus that you get. And it was doing pretty good there until this last little sell-off. I was up a decent amount. And now it's down a bit since I bought it. Not by much, but I paid it $1 per ADA. And right now it's trading at 93 cents. So I'm about 10 cents down per share. So we just got that pullback to the opening range there, guys, and we held support. Let's see how this next candle plays out here. If we end up pushing higher. Hello, Czar. Good morning. How you doing?
Music licensing.
Trading gold this morning? I haven't looked at that. How are we looking? Ooh, gold had a strong bounce here. Pulled back out of the open, and then we just bounced. We're currently flirting with the highs. Ooh, we just took the highs on gold. Wow. Shoosh. Big money to be made right now. This last candle's been 10 points. $43.50. Wow.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Nice. Are mostly scalping gold since London Open. Caught some massive longs today. You know what that gets, right? You know? Oh yeah. Woo! Sweet. Good job, Czar.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Pretty scary to trade gold up where it is right now, just breaking out of the high from pre-market. And then that candle, guys, just saying, it was like from 39 up to 50, and then now we're back down to 43. So in the last minute or so, huge 7-point pullback there. I don't know how people trade gold. It's just a little scary to me. Look at this bounce here, guys. Bounced off the opening range high. We're coming up to the recent highs there. What's our CVD? Our CVD is looking lower, guys. That's a bearish sign. So we have a lower. Let's see though. We gotta see if the CVD is still lower if we end up breaking this high, right? So if we end up taking out this level at 58, it's looking like our sellers or our buyers are getting absorbed by sellers right now. Because on that recent high there, we had 8,086 on the CVD, and now at this, we're not quite at the high, but we're way down 69.30. So that would be a bearish divergence on the book map. So the buyers are gonna have to put in some huge volume here if they're gonna win back the CVD. So currently, it's not looking that great for buyers, to be honest. Just looking at the CVD. Let's take a quick look at the NQ CVD and CVD and see what happens there. So we had a high there of, oh wow, what a huge difference there. So we had 3,098 on that other high. Now this flirting with the high, and we're down at 2166. So we're down like 1,000 CVD. So this might be a fake breakout here. So be really careful, guys, if you're trying to go here. Because it could be just the sellers are just letting go at the moment to let it go higher a bit. So like I said, we're gonna need we need some big buying momentum here to get that CVD to go back up above where it was at the recent high. And currently it's looking like not very good just by the CVD. Not exactly financial advice. My financial advice is to stay flat. If you're thinking of going long and you missed it, I apologize. But, flat is a good position, and so far we're looking like we're having a trending day, but that CVD is really throwing me off here, guys. I would like to see that in line, right? Like, since we just took that high, but we're still freaking down by like 1,000 points, or a little over 1,000 points from that recent high. So 68.10, and we had 7,000 at the high there. So 8,000.
Music licensing reimagined.
Here I am saying be careful, don't go long, but now I'm thinking I should be going long here. I'm just so surprised there. You know, we have such a low. Well, our CVD really climbed there pretty nicely, guys. So we are showing a nice climb on this move higher here. So
Artlist.io.
woo, still going here. Oh my gosh, guys!
Artlist.io.
My apologies if this is it's just going higher. CVD, I mean, we do have a divergence, right? We have a lower CVD, which is a bearish divergence, but we're still pushing up here. So I can't take this long though, guys. It's too high right now. I should have taken the long at the opening range high.
Artlist.io.
Taking those orders at 54 right
Music
now.
licensing reimagined.
But they keep popping more orders on there. It's not really making its way through there. If you can see on the book there, it's kind of like keeps lighting up right in there. So we do have some selling pressure up here, guys. They're kind of like not letting it go. As you can see there, keeps getting these little dark red lines up at the 64 level. Starting to get a little bit of a pullback.
Artlist.io.
But our CVD is now officially higher. Is it? It was higher for a minute there. So we got 82.18. 8,000 was a other high. So CVD is now looking normal
Reimagined.
after this big bounce.
Artlist.io.
Just trying to see if I can sign in to top one futures again here. But looks like nothing's really happening. So initial balance set here, guys.
Licensing reimagined.
So we got this IB high up here. Let's put a horizontal line there. Top one still has AWS issues. Yes. Yes, it does.
Artlist.io.
So can't trade Lucid, can't trade top one. I'm stuck trading take profit trader right now. It's the only. Actually, I could log in to Lucid on Tradeovate. I'm pretty sure they added NinjaTrader and Tradeovate recently, right? So definitely be doing that. Or I could just trade, stay with my take profit trader here. So we are falling down now a bit here, guys. after seeing that pretty strong resistance there up at 67, 64, once they took the orders, there was somebody that was hitting the bid or selling on the bid. So they held it down there where they were, and now we're heading a little bit lower here. Good thing about trying to get along here. We're just pulling back right now, currently into a bullish fair value gap, but it hasn't printed fully yet. So we have a small fair value gap, like right at the bottom of this candle here. So we can put in a rectangle right in there.
Music licensing reimagined.
So we do have this other fair value gap that's forming right down from the top of this wick to the bottom of that wick. Look how tiny that one is.
Artlist.io.
So this might be a flat Monday for me, guys. Let's see here. We'll stick around for at least another 15 more minutes here. If we can't see something that we're liking here that we want to take, might just end up calling it a day with 0 trades. I do have 150 in each of these accounts from my overnight trade. So it's not a 0 day completely, because that was technically was on today's trading session, because it was after midnight. But like I said, my Sunday had that horrible mistake. So, Zara, I made a pretty bad mistake on Sunday. I went to take a short, and I turned off all of my, you know, like it was in streamer mode, so you can't see your profit, and you can't see your profit and loss or your any of those numbers on the top of the screen. So and this is something that I was talking with Nick last week about, and how I should be just trading ticks and not really worrying so much about the profit or whatever, right? How much drawdown profit, just trade the trade. So unfortunately, I ended up going short, and I entered one contract because I've been trading micros. So I entered one contract short. It started going in my favor a bit, so I added one contract. It sort of died out a bit. I added one more contract right at my entry price, and then it started going against me. And then out of the blue, I got a notification, basically like from that it was like that Project X, like locked me out, and I'm like, what the heck's going on? I was trading the minis, not micros. So in that little pullback that I was in, I ended up getting max loss on that account, on those two funded 150K copy traded accounts.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, pretty sad about that. Before I even knew what was happening, right? So we held that fair value gap, guys, and we kind of bounced a little bit out of it here. I think I'm gonna try a long here. We'll keep it pretty small here. Basically, if we get down below this fair value gap here, probably cut this trade right away. Just going in with one micro right now. MES, yes. We gotta double check that. Basically looking for this candle to push back up to the recent high here on these other candles, and then I'll probably just close out the trade. I don't really want to risk too much on this right now, just because it's I am up 150, and we do have those trailing drawdown throughout the day. So if we can get a bounce up to the top of this candle, might think about closing it out right away. Just take, score a little bit of profit there. That would be about 4 points. So 20 bucks in 2 accounts. Not a whole lot, but just trying to add a little bit more to this take profit trader account here. We'll just put our TP in there. Hopefully we'll just get taken out of this trade. And then at least I can say I took one trade live with you guys. Did like that we found support there on that from that fair value gap that we formed from that last candles there. Looking like we're getting pretty close to our TP here, guys. Couple more ticks up here. There we go, and we're out. Small trade. Not looking to make a whole lot there. Ended up only making $15 across the 2 accounts, so 30 bucks. But it is what it is. Just a little baby step trade there. Did like the fair value gap. Just feeling a little reluctant to take too much size. Don't want to give it back on our out of our current accounts here. And looking at the Dow's just ripping, guys. The Dow took the high, pulled back to the high, found support 46,691. Now we're 738. So almost 50-point bounce on the most recent candle on the Dow in the last 5-minute candle. There's about 1 minute left on that candle. So that's why ES looking pretty strong there. Retrospect, could have gone higher size. Obviously, did hit the target, no problem. But like I said, just wasn't really ready to risk too much on this account. Just want to keep it green.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, so we'll stick around for another 5 minutes here, guys. We'll just call it a day. Like I said, just with the web services being down and stuff, I usually like to cycle through my accounts so I can spread out the risk. And now that I'm up to 165 in these 2 accounts, I don't really want to trade them much more. So it's kind of leaving me lacking some options here. I could think about trying to get into my Lucid account.
Music licensing reimagined.
On Trade of 8. It looks like I only have access to Lucid X. Let's see platforms here.
Artlist.io. Artlist.io.
So guys, I've been thinking about getting a linked tree account, but they want like $100 or something for a
Music
year.
licensing
And
reimagined.
while it's nice to have everything all together for that, I was kind of thinking, you know, I should probably just open a website and just have my main page just there to, like, you know, provide my links. Then that's like an easier way. It's probably going to cost me the same or less than Linktree, and you know, I'll have a website which I can expand in the future if I want. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I might look to, you know, start a little website, something small and easy, just like a one-pager one for now, and just put my, you know, put my social links and all that kind of stuff in there, and you know, the platforms I trade with. So I'll start working on that pretty soon here. So we're pushing up here. We got those orders at 69 and 70. But like I'm saying, guys, I think I'm just going to wrap it up here. After that mistake on Sunday, I'm a little wary to be trading. I don't want to make any more mistakes. I keep double checking which ticker I'm trading so I don't make that same stupid mistake again.
Artlist.io.
So we bounced up there right to the 69s and then fell off.
Music licensing reimagined.
YM was definitely a good one to trade today, guys. We had a nice strong bounce at the open. We pulled back a little bit. We found support on like the 21 EMA, and then once we took the New York VWAP, there's been no looking back since then. And we're, you know, like, so from the New York VWAP, if we would have entered any time around the New York VWAP, say 637, we're up 150 points since then. I think it's $5 a point, so 800 bucks up on one contract. Is it five? I think it's $5. But yeah, would have been a pretty beautiful trade there.
Artlist.io.
Definitely could have held this trade longer, hey?
Artlist.io.
61 to 69. There's like an 8-point move there.
Music licensing.
It's a slow grinder.
reimagined.
It's a slow grinder. And Dow's just going higher and higher and higher.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, so Top One Futures currently has their 6-month anniversary, 55% off, now with no minimum trading days. Use code MBT if you want to pick up any of those accounts. You can copy trade up to 5 of their instant funded accounts. So you can have some real serious winners and winning days, and if you get a payout, multiply that times 5. So bit of a no-brainer. If you're looking for some accounts, that's a great deal. They probably won't have this good of a deal again this year for sure. Well, not for sure. You never know. But there's a good chance that they won't. They don't like to put out these above 50% discounts very often. So definitely worth checking that out if you guys are in the market for some new accounts at all.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Okay, guys, gonna call it there. Thanks so much for hanging out. Czar and Trevor, Dad, William, Jose, Manny. Not gonna forget Manny's name anymore now that I heard it again. Yeah, thanks so much, everybody, and whoever else is on X there. We got about 35 people on X, and 2 in Randy's channel, 4 in my YouTube channel, and then we got our scam bot from Twitch, always hanging out. So thanks so much, everybody. We'll be live tomorrow with Randy and the gang. So thanks a lot for hanging out, and hopefully you guys are either flat or green today. Obviously bulls were any longs would have been a happy way to finish the day. So thanks so much, everybody, and we will see you tomorrow. Take care.